Welcome back. Rico Money Bags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And we're about to get voted on this video. This is probably going to be one of the most bullish vote videos ever out. We're going to show you guys what this market cap and the potential, what you can do with 5 grand, right? If you put in 5 grand, if you've been doing the DCA game, if you're in the Money Bags Mansion, link down below, and you've been getting in Volt since I've been dropping the videos, you are extremely up right now. So make sure you guys are tapped in right there because we are killing it. So, and also it's free. So I'm not trying to make money off of you. I'm trying to make money with you. So we're going to make money together. Make sure you guys also give Volt a follow at VoltiEco official. Make sure you guys stay tapped in. I mean, some amazing spaces, something that I've been noticing with Volt and something that I mentioned in a Solana video that I've done because I've been trying to pull the Solana people over here to Volt. And I'm actually going to do a how to buy video for Volt on Polygon because I want to bring people from other chains over here to VoltiEco and let them know that this community has been voting, you know, that Voltoshi did deliver with the utilities that he said he was going to bring out. And now it's set to really knock it out the park with Bitcoin finally hitting its all-time high and breaking it. I mean, we are in the bull run. We are here now. It's safe to say that we touched it. Of course, there's going to be pullbacks, and we're going to talk about pullbacks on the chart because the chart did exactly what we talked about in the last video. If you watch the last video, you're going to be like, okay, that's easy to follow because it's moving exactly how we talked about in the last video. And that's no thanks to me. That's really thanks to this community that's volting nonstop. I stopped right here because big shout out to Space Chick. I mean, always making sure that it stays positive. And that's something that I wanted to talk about when I was talking about bringing people from Solana over here to let them know about Volt. On Wednesdays, you know, they let everybody come over there. They're not trying to have that tribal mindset. They're trying to, you know, talk to different projects, NFT projects, whoever it might be. And they're opening up the spaces and big shout out to Space Chick, keeping it positive in this last space. I love the positivity. I can't rock with the negative energy, especially when we got Bitcoin hitting its all-time high. That's for the birds, you know. I'm not going to pay attention to any of that. We're going to keep it moving. I'm glad to welcome at Groxorax to the Voltage system. So we got this right here to the Voltage system, a project. You know, if you guys want to find out about these projects that you guys are bullish on that might be incorporated with the VoltiEco community in one way or another, let me know. And, you know, of course, we're going to get them some exposure. Now we're going to do some math and we're going to have a lot of fun with, you know, the prices that Volt has been producing and this beautiful chart that has been holding so strong. And like I said, I need you guys to give them a follow. I think VoltiEco can definitely hit the $1 billion market cap. You know, you guys talk about the 50 billion market cap all the time. And we have a lot of fun with that. We're going to talk about this chart because exactly where we drew this up, I'm zoomed out on Volt. You know, I got videos from way back in the day how to buy Volt. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to do a how to buy Volt with Matic because I heard Ken talking about that. And I think that's a good opportunity to bring more people, bring more awareness to Volt, is also take advantage of the low transaction fees, right? And tap in with that. So we talked about these prices before, right? We talked about this resistance. And of course, this is all short-term stuff because like I've been saying for a while on the videos, I do believe that Volt has what it takes to be that $1 billion project and beyond. And I think the markets are ready for that right now. And we're going, when we do these, you know, I'll give you guys a teaser a little bit, just a quick little peek. We're talking about some serious money over here. So you guys seen by the thumbnail and whatnot, we're talking about some serious money. But we talked about these prices and this pullback, and it's being natural and a natural correction in the price because we've seen this over here. And we also identified this in the last video. And at first, remember in the last video, I said, before I put this line right here, I was talking about us deleting the zero, which Volt will delete. Okay. I need everybody to understand that Volt is going to delete a zero. If you are not positioned and you're looking for something that has not exploded yet, that, you know, you can tell that's solid, that the team's not going nowhere, the community's not going nowhere. It has proven itself through one of the hardest bear markets ever, right? There's been plenty of cycles, but that last bear market was rough. We had Luna crashes, we had, you know, SBF, we had Black Swan events, all kinds of stuff flooding the overall crypto market, and VoltiEco still volted and did exactly what it did and stood strong. So in this type of market conditions with Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin breaking all-time high, retail investors ready to influx, community spaces, you know, without a tribal mindset and inviting new projects, inviting NFT projects, inviting, you know, new investors. That's how we met Gato, you know, volting new people to talk about Volt. That's exactly what we want to do. And that's why I want to do that video on how to buy on Matic. So like that, when YouTube populates my video on the Matic stuff, we can pull people into the Volt army, and that'll help out. If you guys can help get this video to 100 likes, YouTube algorithm will push this out to new potential investors. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started on this part, and then we're going to get to the juicy parts where we start to dream a little bit and talk about, you know, all-time highs and some of the things that we can do. But we talked about these prices, right? We talked about this resistance because it was an important resistance over here that we had to make a support and that we could just pump up and continue. And what's crazy is, like, Volt is literally doing that, right? That pullback one time and pumping, that pullback one time and pumping. So you really don't want to sleep on this one because it could just happen overnight. I've been telling people, been warning them, you know, when we were down here and I was talking about Volt and talking about some of the resistance and some of the potentials that we broke above this was over here. And now that we have, you want to go to sleep with your moon boots on. This one's not going to go anywhere, right? You guys can see it. They're one of the most active communities on X right now, going crazy, and for good reason, right? For good measure, with good merit, because this project is moving and it's grooving. So let's go ahead and layer this chart up. We are on the daily chart. We're zoomed out. We're going to be looking to attack that you know, the $50 million market cap, of course, but looking to delete that zero is going to be that psychological barrier. But I want to see Volt, you know, just out of nowhere break out to that $100 million market cap. And, you know, I've been seeing a lot of projects. I think the exchanges are starting to realize how much these projects and communities and how much they're worth to get people onboarded onto their exchanges. And I don't want to start no crazy stuff and speculation, but, you know, Volt being a zero tax token right now, once the volume gets really, really crazy, it would really be hard for the big tier one exchanges, you guys know what names I'm talking about, to really deny Volt access and allow entry, not allow entry for Volt to step in. And that is only a matter of time. I believe that's only a matter of time. And that's why, you know, when we get to the end of the video, you guys sticking tuned to the end of the video, I appreciate you guys. We're going to look at some crazy prices if you put some money in Volt. But right now in the short term, going to delete the zero and making support above that. Making support above the zero up here is super bullish. And we talked about this before I even got there. Remember, I said, I got to keep it transparent. Watch the last video. You guys will see. I said, I see something right here. And I put this line right here. And lo and behold, we broke out and tapped right there. And that's before the zero. Because sometimes, although we pay attention to the psychological barriers, right? The 10s, the 15s, and 20s, you know, those halfway points. Sometimes markets do it a little bit before because they can kind of you know, anticipate that or whatnot. But let's go ahead and layer the chart. We got consolidation going on. I don't think people are going to be fading this one anytime. And people who might have faded it in the past, they're not going to now, right? People are going to see exactly what's going on. So we see that resistance. We get that arrow up there just so we can have, you know, data. This is fun. We're making history right now. These videos are being made when Bitcoin broke all-time highs. You guys are watching it right now when crypto is becoming the norm for all the normies. And they're going to find out about, you know, VoltiEco. So right now we're having exactly what we talked about in the last video, which is healthy for the chart. So we're not scared. We're not shooken out because, you know, we talked about pushing up and then some consolidation, and it's moving exactly to that. So you guys do not want to fade this one. You can already see that it's starting to push back up. The buyers stepping back in on the hourly chart, breaking it down to the 30-minute, 15-minute. We're just going through it pretty quick. But support right here on that, what is that, 6.8? That's all good. Everything above that, that consolidation, which we talked about, you know, we're zoomed out on this one. We're playing long-term on VoltiEco for sure. And we're going to crush all-time highs. We're going to go right past this. This chart's going to look crazy really soon. So right now we're looking to get above this 9023. That's that psych out right there that got people to turn around. But consolidation within here, that's bullish. That's nonstop. The markets are in our favor. So to keep pushing on here would be super awesome to break above this and make some support level above this 90. We've seen that we had, you know, some resistance, and breaking above the deleting the zero and making a support above that, that would be super bullish. So no matter what, this project's bullish. I'm going to be 1,000 with you guys. This is $1 billion project. But right now in the short term, to capture some of the hype, to see people and you know, bring people into it, when they see these type of motions, they're going to really want to pay attention more and more and make sure that they get volted as well. Now let's get to the fun part, right? We're looking at this. At current prices, if you have $5,000 in Volt, if Volt went to Shiba Inu prices, current Shiba Inu prices, you would have $1.8 million. Now, if that's not enough for you, that's fine, because if you can diamond hand this one all the way, we hear a lot of the, you know, if Volt don't work, crypto don't work, Bitcoin don't work. And that Volt is the Bitcoin for Ken. So big shout out to Ken, rocking really hard with Volt. And I've been seeing him in every space. I mean, it doesn't matter what time it is, he's always active. If you're diamond handing like Ken, like the ones, the captains, like he talks about, the OGs. And you got more, let's just say you got 5Gs, you're talking about 3.8 million. And I do believe that Volt has the type of community, has a type of hype, but it has so much more utility. And it doesn't have this like, we need to recover type of thing, right? Like Shiba's trying to climb back. Not to fun on Sheep bags or anybody that's rocking with Sheep, nothing to say about that. But you know, Shiba's climbing back to its all-time high, and then we'll see what it does after that. Right now, we got so much upside potential with Volt that there's no telling where it can stop, right? How high can it go is really up to us, up to the community, up to the engagement, up to the people that we pull in to let them know that Voltoshi has borrowed all these utilities. You like gaming, we got you. You like Visa cards, we got them. You guys want a DEX, we got it. You guys want to be a crypto trader, we got the Spark bot. Catch the last space that Spaceship did. They talk about the Spark bot a little bit. We'll do a separate video just on that Spark bot alone. The next video is going to be on how to buy Matic, though. I think that'll be bullish to bring in some Polygon people into this Volt army and have them Volt with us. So like that, they can go back to the projects that they're bullish on Matic and say, hey, I found this VoltiEco project that I'm super bullish on. I think sometimes we forget the bubbles that we live in, and we need to do our best to expand. And I like those Wednesday VoltiEco spaces because it's all about finding out and engaging with everybody in the space like that. So, you know, if you went crazy, let's go back to the current. You went crazy and you've been DCAing like crazy and you sold your Audi and at the current prices of Shiba Inu, somehow you had 50 grand in Volt, that bag gets crazy now. And if you believe that Volt can hit it that way and really take off, look at this. I'm not saying sell your Audi like I'm going to so I can load up on more Volt, but 18 million is some real money. You know, that's some getting into the having generational wealth if you really know how to you know, take care of that. Obviously people have made a lot more money than that and lost it all, but you know, if you really play your cards right, you could really do a lot with 18.2 million. And if that's not a lot for you and it's not enough, then just hold all the way in diamond hand till Volt reaches the all-time highs that Shiba Inu did, you know, with the utility that it has, without so much of a bitter taste. You know, you guys know that in the Shiba army, sometimes there's ups and downs. The Volt army has really stayed strong because they haven't got to experience the bull market. So there's no telling what this one can do. You start talking about, and I'm going to speculate, this is speculation, that's why it's not financial advice, but you start talking about Volt getting listed on Binance. This becomes a reality, right? That'd be crazy, you know, get listed as a perpetual trading Volt. That would, man, that'll blow the top off of this. And you diamond hand that 50K, we're talking about $38 million. So that's the potentials that you have with VoltiEco right here. And with this market that we have, with the market conditions, with the ETF, there's no telling that there's not going to be a Ethereum ETF, and that's exposure because, you know, we're paired to Ethereum. And of course, you know, Matic and you know, Polygon, they're partnered with Disney. You know, if they start letting all these other blockchains that have real use case get listed as ETFs, why would they not list Matic or, you know, and have us get even double the exposure because we're paired to Ethereum and we're paired to Polygon? That's crazy right there. We're paired to Matic, you know, to wrap Matic. So, of course, I'm speculating. It's not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Tap in with me in the Moneybags Mansion link down below. But this is the project, one of the projects that I'm super bullish on that I believe will touch the $1 billion market cap for sure in this cycle. If this cycle continues the way it's going and Bitcoin continues to break its all-time high and we have this super cycle, there's no telling where the Volt army can really take this one. You guys let me know how far we can go down in the comments. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is.